What is going on, y'all? This is my 1999 Ram 2500. Now, this truck didn't always look like this, so let's take it back to the beginning. So last year I had the opportunity to buy two Cummins, one running and driving and the other one being a parts truck. Now, I picked them both up as a package deal. I bought them both for $3,000. But the only problem was the red and blue truck did not have a title, but the white dually did. So buying both of them, the plan was to cab swap them. Now, before I even did the cab swap, I actually did a ton of upgrades to this truck. Well, in my opinion, one of the first things you need to do to your diesel truck is add a fuel system. This is the AirDog 2 5G 165 gallon per hour. What I like about this 5G is that it has an external fuel pressure regulator on it, so I can bump it up to whatever PSI I want, and 165 gallons per hour is gonna be plenty enough fuel for what I need. Now, since this truck is a 24 valve Cummins, obviously it's a diesel,
and it has an NV 5600.
No diesel is complete without a 5-inch straight pipe. Diesel truck needs a straight pipe. This one is from Diamond Eye. And I also have the 5 to 8 inch tip powder coated white. So after those two upgrades, I took a step back from YouTube and focused on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. But fast forward to a few months ago, I thought, what the hell? Let's start upgrading this truck again. And so I got my leveling kit, coil springs, and shock tower delete powder coated snow cone white. And I also took my 22x14s on 35s off my lifted truck and threw them on this truck as well. Can't forget the move bumper that came off my lifted truck as well. In the meantime, while doing all this stuff, I was cleaning out the inside of this white cab because it was absolutely disgusting. It used to be a farm truck and the employees that drove this truck did not care whatsoever. So I went ahead, cleaned the whole thing out, took out the vinyl carpet, redid the sound deadening, fixed all the rust holes that were in it, dyed the carpet from the red and blue truck, put it inside this white cab, and got the inside of this truck looking damn good. Now that I have this cab right where I want it to be, it is time to cab swap. It took me about 3 days to cab swap this thing. One day to take everything apart and unbolt everything on both trucks. One day to swap everything, that's swapping one cab to the other, and then one other day to go ahead and bolt everything back up together. The process was pretty smooth, but I did almost drop this cab and ruin the whole thing. Now, after the cab swap, this white cab only had manual power windows, so you had to go ahead and crank them. So I went ahead, took out the wiring, the motors, the door locks, and the door panels from the red and blue truck and threw them in this white cab. So now I have powered windows. Now, since second gens always have busted dashes, I didn't want to just throw a dash topper on there or put a brand new dash because the sub dash was broken, so it wouldn't have looked good either way. Around that time is when I saw Landon over at LRB Speed start manufacturing these dashes for second gens. And they are all aluminum. So I am in the process of filming this video right now, but I have another upgrade that I'm putting in to match my LRB Speed full aluminum second gen dash, and it's the LRB Speed overhead console. Now, since this truck used to be a dually, it had a flatbed on it, and the original owner of the truck wanted the flatbed back, so I never got to keep that. So this truck always had the red bed on it. So I finished up with a cab swap on this truck a while ago, but I'm still missing a white bed. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy the old bed off of my old truck that I sold to my buddies about 3 years ago. All right, here is my old truck that got totaled back in 2021, the start of 2021. And it has been sitting in this field pretty much ever since. And we are gonna be taking the white bed off of it to throw onto the truck that I just did a cab swap with, since it does have a white cab. If you guys haven't seen the YouTube videos when my ex-girlfriend totaled this thing, this is what the front end looks like. But we are buying some parts back off of it today. Let's get this thing on the trailer and then back to the house and throw it on the truck, and I'm tripping over a damn tire. All right, that's all we're taking from this truck is the bed. It was actually pretty simple with only 2 guys to get this on here, so we're heading back to the house now. gonna have to come down probably at like a 45-degree angle. There you go. Drop it down. If some of y'all remember my old truck, my OG that got totaled, it was a short bed and it had a white bed just like this white cab. So I hit up my buddies that I sold the truck to and offered to buy the bed back, and they said yes. Now I have a fully white truck and part of my OG Cummins back. So just some miscellaneous stuff, including tail lights. I redid the tops of this bumper, some white smoked LED cab lights, and then just some aftermarket two-piece headlights. I haven't really done any engine upgrades. This AFE quarter intake was already on the truck when I bought it, as well as this Diablo Sport Power Puck, which only really gives me about 45 horsepower. But that doesn't mean I'm not doing any engine upgrades, because I do have some plans as far as compound turbos, injectors, and a whole lot of other things. This truck may not look like much, but it has came a long way from when I first bought it. Obviously, it's two trucks pretty much put together, but this truck has came a long way. We still have a long way to go. So thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more videos on this truck. If you guys like what you see, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and we'll see you in the next one. Dippin' Diesel out. This was just the new truck, but now we have another one. This is a 3500. Obviously, it has the Cummins in it. This is the truck last year when I pulled out my MV 4500. This is the truck that it came out of, and the guy that I bought the MV 4500 for had bought this truck but never did anything with it. So it's been sitting in the same exact spot as we left it 1 year ago. So I went ahead. Actually, let me give you a little backstory. So one day we were working at Chase's house. We were doing some renovations, and Arthur, the guy that sold me my other second gen, actually drove past, and I was like, wait, I know this truck is one that drove past. And I walked outside and he turned around and saw me, and he's like, hey, I'm buying a new truck on Monday. Do you want to buy this truck and this truck for $3,000? I was like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll buy it for $3,000.